Big Ronnie saying if you don't watch this guy's YouTube channel, you're making a big mistake.
What is up, everybody? OGP back with you at 4:08 p.m. on the West Coast here. Hopefully you're all having a wonderful afternoon, evening, night, morning, wherever you are on this little planet that we call Earth here. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me for a little while we talk some movies or whatever, and then give some stuff away because it is Monday. That means it is time for the EMAG show. Every Monday is a giveaway, and that is what we're doing tonight. We will be giving away a copy of Unwelcome. If somebody wins the movie tonight, will be the Irish film Unwelcome, about the little critter that kind of like troll-like thing that lives near this house, and these people that move into this house got to feed it or it's going to get a little ticked off. And this is about them kind of maybe missing a feeding or not feeding it or something. But apparently it does not get very happy with them, and bad things ensue. But Unwelcome, from my good friends at Well Go USA, will be the movie that we will be giving away tonight if somebody wins the movie. And also, I did notice that the legend Robert C. has already sent $25 to throw toward the gift card today. So we will be starting at a minimum of a $40 Amazon gift card today. Decent. Thank you very much, Robert C., for that. I appreciate you, homeboy. Always so supportive of the channel. Thank you. Thank you very much. Anybody else who wants to contribute to the channel, whether it's just to support the channel or whether you want to donate to the Amazon gift card to make that a little more juicy, the links are all down below. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, that type of thing. They're right down there if you want or have the means to do that and wind up becoming one of the OGP super friends through any type of support for the channel, whether it's a channel membership, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, or a super chat. You are all marvelous. Thank you very much for being here, everybody. Let me get into a couple things, and then we shall say hi to everybody in the chat. It is Guardians of the Galaxy 3 week. We're all looking forward to that. There have been a bunch of different movies coming out in the theaters recently, Sisu being one of the big ones that I had hoped to see this past weekend. However, I did not make it to the theater. If you missed it, Saturday morning I did a live stream, kind of impromptu. I thought maybe about like 45 minutes before 6 a.m. I thought, I'm going to go live at 6 and we'll talk about a few things. One of those things was the unfortunate passing of my uncle on Thursday. So just like 4 days ago now, I lost my uncle, and my grandmother lost her son. My cousins lost their dad. My aunt lost her husband. And it's been kind of a tough few days. But at the same time, he was battling cancer, and cancer sucks. And we know this. And unfortunately, we lost him this past Thursday, and kind of wasn't up to going out to the theaters over the weekend. And so I have not seen Sisu yet. So please, no spoilers, because I am really excited to see Sisu. I really want to go see that. I'm thinking I might be able to make it like Wednesday over to see Sisu. We shall see about that, but really want to check that out. But this week, yes, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 coming out. Is everybody excited about that? Guardians of the Galaxy movies, and I'm not even going to lie. When the first one came out, I was like, I don't even care. But then hearing about like that's kind of more comedy and checking them out, the first two have been great. They've been a lot of fun, and kind of looking forward to this one. I've been burnt out on superhero movies, but this is, Guardians of the Galaxy is a little more of an adventure action kind of comedy, a goofy movie. So I'm kind of excited about that, and different in the sense that like we've gotten like in this last Thor movie, we've taken Thor too far with the comedy, and this last one was just like unbearable with it. I don't Guardians of the Galaxy, knowing it's supposed to be funny from the get go, then we're okay. We're okay with that. So I got to get a sip of my Diet Coke here. Got a little case of the dry mouth going on. Hopefully the ain't coming across too loud. The ASMR. How do you like them apples? Got to get all up in my microphone right there. But it is Guardians of the Galaxy week, so hopefully everybody's looking forward to that. And yeah, and then I got to tell you too, I did the same thing. What I did with I'm watching a TV show right now, and I got hooked. I've absolutely been hooked on the show. I did the same thing with Breaking Bad, where I picked up in its final season and was like, oh wow, this is great. So it worked out nice that I got to go back and binge like seasons 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then like pick up in the middle of season 5. And so there wasn't too long to wait until I was right, at the end of the show. But the show I'm talking about now that I've just gotten hooked on, thanks to that Fat Samurai guy, the legend himself, is Barry. And I am telling you, if you have not been watching Barry, you're missing out. I was missing out. Barry is phenomenal. The show's amazing. It's so like perfectly written. It is funny. It is violent. I mean, there's like one episode where it's kind of like I felt like kind of Kill Bill with the martial arts, just like whooping ass. And then the fight moves from like a house to a store. Like it's hysterical. Then there's another episode where you've like Barry goes like full John Wick and he is just killing everybody in sight. It's amazing. So the backstory on Barry, if you don't know, Barry was a Marine and got out of the Marine Corps, became a professional hitman, and then he was doing a job and like stumbled upon an acting class and decided he wanted to become an actor. And so it's him trying to juggle becoming an actor and maybe dealing with some fame or spotlight pointed at him, along with trying to still be a hitman or trying to get out of being a hitman, but the powers that be wanting him to continue being a hitman. So very, very funny show. If you haven't seen Barry, highly recommend checking it out. And with that being said, let me start saying hello to some of the legends in the house here. We got Gail. What's up, Gail? Hey, OGP. Looking forward to the show tonight. Can't wait. It's raining here. Bummer. You know what, though? It's kind of gloomy out here, and we're supposed to get some rain on Wednesday. I thought we were done with all that, but the rain is back. It's coming back over here as well. But thanks for hanging out and chilling. Gail has sent a package. I'm looking forward to getting something in the mail from Gail very soon. If any of you all want to send me a care package or anything for me to open up, I can do it live on camera if you wish. And we have a link to a P.O. box down below there that I share with the legend Wet Velvet One. You put, to Brendan Mitchell or to OGP care of Brendan Mitchell, but the instructions for it are down below there. Any questions, hit me up. I'll let you know if you want to send me something. That would be cool. If not, hey, I get it. Not everybody has the means to do that. No pressure. Antonis, what's up? How you doing? Robert C., the absolute legend. Minecraft 2.0 King, what's up? House of G fam, what up? Steve Mayers is in the house. What's up? How you doing? And Sonic Wang, if you all missed it, on that live stream Saturday morning, I did a little random Wheel of Doom and gave Sonic Wang one of these. Sonic Wang, won a copy of Young Ip Man from my good friends over at Well Go USA. That is packed and out of here. But Sonic Wang, it's going to take a while international because it has to go to Canada. That takes a few extra days, so it's going to take a little bit. But Sonic Wang, your copy of Young Ip Man is on the way. And Sarah's in the house. What up, Sarah? How you doing? 6 o'clock there in Texas. Yep. About 6:17 or so now. 43 minutes away from giveaways here. Rockin' Roger, what's up? Don't forget to give the stream a like, says Jesse J. Yes, everybody, if you would, that would be epic. Hit the thumbs up button for me. I would really appreciate that. Sean 420, how you doing this evening, buddy? I know Ken was late on a stream anyway. I was a few minutes late today. I'm not even gonna lie. I woke up a little bit late this afternoon. I was up until 9 o'clock this morning binge watching Barry. So forgive me for that. But I'm here now. We made it. We're doing it. And let's see here. Deadpool Fanatic is in the house. What's up, Deadpool? I said Deadpool because of the dry mouth I'm dealing with right now. I haven't eaten anything yet today either. So forgive me for fumbling around and being a little bit late. Melatonin Chloroform in the house. What up? Frank C in the house. Hope everyone had a nice weekend. Yeah. Hey, Frank, looked like you had a wonderful weekend at the spooky swap meet. And because of losing my uncle and stuff, I didn't do anything. No events this weekend. Looked like a lot of people had fun at the Bolo signing. A lot of people had fun out at the swap meet and the other event that was going on. There was a couple different signings, a couple different events going on this week, this past weekend locally here. So hopefully everybody had a good time doing those. But for me, it was pretty much posted up here at home. Or a family doing my thing. So I didn't make it out to any events this weekend. Richard Fleming, what's up, Richard Fleming? How you doing? And let's see here. Yeah, nope, sorry. I got to get caught up, so I'm like 13 minutes behind now. But Sarah, I'm here. It took me a minute to get in. Michael McNally's in the house. What up? Well, thank you very much for that. Yeah, I lost my uncle, and it's been pretty tough. So let's see here. Oh, the Fluffy Gamer's in the house. What up, Fluffy Gamer? Geriatric Geek. Kevin Hampton. What's up? I'll be watching Guardians 3 on Saturday. Decent. Curtis Murray. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, another one of my sweet little shirts that I got here. Thank you very much, Curtis. Look at this. The legend himself. I don't even know if I should say that. The motorcycle riding badass Mr. Slipcover Bullet Blake himself. What's up going on out there in the great state of Michigan, right, Bullet? How you doing? Wednesday, man, we have got some doozies, and I should mention that. Wednesday, we have The Voyage to the Bottom of the Barrel over on Mel's channel, and we had to watch a movie. I think it was called Door 1 of 5 or First Door of 5 to Hell or something like that. Or it's on Tubi. You could watch it. Just type in 1 of 5 on Tubi and you'll find it. And the other one, these titles were so bad that I'm struggling to remember the names. They were just horrendous. But Wednesday on Mel's channel, it's going to be a blast. It always is, hanging out with all the legends, talking bad movies. So that is 2 days from now, just about 48 hours and 39 minutes from now. That'll be happening. Ortega, what up? Skywalker, what's going on? Did you make it to any of those signings this weekend? I saw Nocturno made it. Fonzo made it. Wet Movie 1 made it. I saw it looked like Chris Garcia was there. We had a lot of legends there, and I'm sure I'm missing a lot of people. So forgive me, but did you make it out to any of those signings? Sisu is my favorite theater release of the year so far. Nice, man. I cannot wait to see that. I cannot, if it wasn't for losing my uncle Thursday, I would have been in the theater this weekend checking that out. I was so amped to see it. So maybe Wednesday, either before the voyage or after the voyage, I'll be checking that out. Wicked Network, what up? Yeah, rest in peace, Jerry Springer. Yeah. Well, thanks, Frank. See, I appreciate that. Sarah, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Very kind words. Thank you so much. And thank you, Eternal Harmony. Yeah. You down with OGP? You better be down with OGP because you know me, and we're giving away stuff every Monday. That's what we're doing. I went full like Ohio there with the Monday. It's a Monday afternoon. That's what we're doing. But Nocturno, man, I look like Nocturno was at least one event this weekend, or how many did you get? How many autographs did you hoard up on this weekend? You and I have something in common. What would that be, Sarah? What do we got in common over here? Aside from the fact that we love collecting movies, Marvel is done. We'll see. We'll see. I like Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, F cancer, that's for sure. Marvel's been done for a while. For you to be honest, I'm over it. Wish they'd go back to standalone movies. Hey, yeah, you know what? The whole like Avengers and every single movie, your hero having to get saved by somebody else, even in these like badass, like the last Spider-Man movie, where you had like all three of the Spider-Men, the recent, since 2000 or whatever. Like one guy couldn't do it himself. He had to have the others. So yeah, it's always, it's always when we have to mix so many characters together, they just feel like another Avengers movie. But Marvel movies typically have a very cookie cutter format, a very standard plot, where they have like they're kind of chilling, doing their thing, either probably in hiding because there was some bad news about them and the world hates them. And then the world starts to go to shit because some other bad guy shows up. And then the world blames the superhero for the bad shit that's happening. And then the superhero has to come and save the day. And then the world goes back to loving the superhero. Like with every single movie almost has that same cookie cutter format. So hopefully with Guardians of the Galaxy, they just kind of go full like comedy and maybe ditch that formula. But I don't have high hopes for that. But I just if it's supposed to be funny, then that's great. Let's do it. And I know Thor, like the movies and all the Marvel movies, they're supposed to have their little funny moments. But this rainbow bright unicorn Care Bear version of Thor that we got last summer was like, so I understand everybody's distaste for Marvel lately. I haven't seen Dungeons and Dragons movie, but it seems like it's in the same vein as Guardians of the Galaxy. And so I've not heard much good about Dungeons and Dragons, like everything basically that you kind of expect going in. So I haven't really heard anything good. I haven't seen it yet either. Barry's great. Nice, Frank. Glad you like it. Decent. Caught up on Barry. Yeah. Henry Winkler definitely is a legend, and no spoilers. I'm only through season 2. I got to get through season 3 and then get caught up with season 4. So no spoilers on Barry. But man, I'm very much looking forward to continuing to watch it. Look at this. Larry, the Batman fan, the legends in the house. Pam Punk 420, what's up? Good to see you. I'm formerly Stephen Cornell. Oh, nice, decent. Okay, Pam Punk, very cool, very cool. To connect those dots right there. Let's see. Last week we lost 2 major icons, Harry Belafonte and Jerry Springer. Very, very true. 2 legends. That did have nice long lives. But I mean, I think Jerry Springer was actually only 79. So, I mean, you like to at least get to 80, but 79, it's a lot better than, like my uncle passing at 66 years old. So, let's see. When it comes to Marvel movies, that's biggest, largest collection. Oh, is that what you collect the most, Sarah, is the Marvel movies? Going to check out Barry. I love comedy. And Melatonin, it is so funny. It is so funny. I've been laughing hysterically at it, but it's also he's a hitman, so there's a little violence too. But it is an absolutely phenomenal show. It is phenomenal. And let's see here. Reggie's in the house. What up? What up? What up? Isn't that what all ex-Marines do? Become hitmen? Hey man, I wish I could use a little extra cash, right? I could be out there doing jobs like Barry, man. Oh my, could you imagine? Let's see here. Larry, I have not received a package yet. I'll have to see. I'll see if Wet Movie One, because it's Monday. Sometimes he hits up the PO box today. I'll see if he saw anything in there. But I have not seen it yet, Larry. Have not seen it yet. Sean Fleming, what's up, OGP? Sorry for your loss. Really, yeah. No, and thank you for that. Yeah, it was great to see him. I got to see him the day before he passed and give him a hug and everything. I did get to see my uncle. That was very special to me. Larry, the Batman fan, Larry, the legend. Larry is such a cool dude. Coming through $20 super chat. So let's bump it up to a $50 Amazon gift card, courtesy of Larry and Robert C. Decent. Very cool, Larry. Thank you so much. And thank you very much, Sarah, for those kind of words. I'm going to try and get caught up here. Larry, Sean says, I resent a little care package. It says it's going to be at the P.O. Box next Monday. Please keep your eye on the expected package. Very cool, Sean. Thank you so much. I will, and I will tell Wet Movie One, do not be opening the OGP's packages. I will let him know, and I will open it on the live. Definitely. I will do that for you. Thank you so much, Sean. Very, very cool of you. Always nice to hear the dog. Oh, I got the dogs. Were the dogs barking in the background? Sorry about that. And me with my aunt Michelle, grandparents, behalf, both half of my family has passed away. So keeping your, well, thank you for that, Sarah. Yeah, we've all lost people. It's never ever easy, especially when they're really close to you. Yeah, it's not. So thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that. I went to 2 events both on Saturday. Decent, nice. Yeah, man. Remember What Movie One said he was chilling with you over there at Bolo signing. Let's see here. I enjoyed D&D, never played the game though. Okay, nice. And I don't think the Dungeons and Dragons movies, I don't think you had to play the game. I really don't think you needed to know anything about the game. Maybe you did though. Maybe you did. Maybe I'm wrong. I need to see the movie first. But I can't imagine that they would make it that complicated. Frank Kirch, what up? No, I didn't go anywhere. I did kick it with some coworkers on the weekend after work. Well, nice, very cool. Yeah, Ortega, I seen. Were you recently like hoarding up on some vinyl records and stuff, right? Let's see. I watched and Skyla's in the house. What up, Skyla? Watch Malevolence today. Recommend by the boyfriend, Rainy Gamer. Okay. Loved it. 10 out of 10. Hope you're well. I have a very different outlook on Malevolence. Let me make sure that we are talking about the same movie here, right? We talking about the movie that came? Oh wait, is that the one from 2004? Let's see here. 10 years after Kid Advocate, Martin Bristol, big swing at home. If that's from 2004, wasn't there a newer movie called like Malevolence? Or am I thinking of something else? Oh no, I'm thinking of Malignant. Malignant sucked. Malignant absolutely sucked. But Malevolence, okay, maybe I'll have to check that out. Very cool, nice. I'll definitely check that out. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm gonna jump ahead a little bit, guys. If I miss some of your comments, I apologize. Want to try and get caught up. Frank C. OGP Spooky Swap Meet is twice a year, October and April. Hope you make it to the next one. Art Site Show had Epic Jeepers Creepers display. Nice. That's cool. Yeah, I saw the pictures of the creeper out there. Looked very cool. It did look very cool. So yeah, I'd like to check that out. Unfortunately, October is going to be, that's a tough month because, I mean, we got a lot going on late September and October. There's like a lot going on because we got H45, we got Creepie Aftermath, we got Son of Monster Palooza, we got John Carpenter signing, and we got, like the haunted events, like Halloween is coming up. So we've got like Halloween Horror Nights or other haunts to go to, different things. So that's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to make it to one in October, but we shall see. Maybe I'll be able to make it. Okay, so the one from 2004. Very cool. Good to know. Call me crazy, but I think Skyla loves movies. Is dating someone named Rainy Gamer. Call me crazy. I know, Curtis. Yeah, she makes it a little obvious. A little obvious. She puts it out there a little bit. Tyson, #1 fan. Hopefully everyone is doing good tonight, and hopefully you're doing good as well. Tyson, #1 fan. So having to deal with that old rap guy bullying you on the internet. Well, Larry, I'm sorry about that. The best thing I can recommend if you're dealing with bullies or people, do not acknowledge them, do not respond to them, do not reply, nothing, no comments, no videos about them, no nothing. They will go away. That's the best thing I could recommend for that, Larry, and you'll ease your pain. I know if he said some stuff, sometimes it's hard to do that, but it's the thing to do. It's my recommendation, is let it go and move on. Know that you're a better person than he is. And let's see here. So we got Sarah and Skyla saying hello to each other right there. Very cool. So yeah, so we've got and I didn't just because of the fact that there hasn't been much in the way, and it's sad because we're seeing less and less Blu-rays and movies in general on the shelf at places like Target and Barnes and Noble and some of the places that we loved hoarding up on movies. We're not seeing as many movies out in public to go buy anymore. And also at the same time, I'm feeling like the release of mainstream movies is, and I know we're still kind of bouncing back from COVID, and I know COVID's been over for a while, but when you understand, you think about the fact that it takes a while to develop a movie, then you have to produce a movie, then it has to get marketed and everything, and then it has to go to theaters, and then it has to make its way to physical media. This is a long process. And being that it's still the first half of 2023, and 2020, part of 2021 was like jacked up because of COVID. And I don't know, knowing Hollyweird, they're probably still all like masking up and going through COVID protocol and all that stuff. They had like COVID enforcement officers or whatever on their sets. So all those things made a lot of movies take a lot longer to get out. So maybe it's just that right now, what we're dealing with, the lack of physical media releases. But this week, the big ones are Deep Impact from 1998 getting a 4K release, and 80 for Brady is getting a Blu-ray release. And here's the thing. I love me some Tom Brady. I don't give two shits about 80 for Brady. Like, come on. I had opportunity to go see an advanced screening of that, and I didn't even go. I just 80 for Brady. Like that. Like, I don't need to see a comedy about a bunch of old women. I don't. It's not in my wheelhouse. So, but anyways, if you were all about that, 80 for Brady is out on Blu-ray this week. And let's see here. Criterion's putting out from 1987, Wings of Desire. A 1952 movie, Clash by Night, is coming out on Blu-ray from Warner Brothers. Looks like from Arrow, we have The Assassination Bureau from 69. And Frankenstein 80 from 1972 is coming out. I mean, there's just like not a lot in the way. Star Wars, for whatever reason, Disney is putting out, looks like steel books of Star Wars, the first 3 Star Wars movies. Just another thing for collectors to go spend money on, I guess. But yeah, just not a lot in the way of physical media this week. But man, there is so much going on in the theaters right now. So, hopefully you all get to, if you like going to theaters, hopefully you've had an opportunity to go. And, if you don't, then hopefully find some good stuff. But like I said, I've been binge watching the heck out of Barry. I've just really been enjoying it. But yeah, right now in theaters, highly don't recommend Evil Dead Rise. I hated that movie. But I'm hearing some kind of good things about Super Mario Brothers. I don't think it's anything I'm going to rush out to see. I've heard good things about Big George Foreman. Story, I guess, about George Foreman. But Guy Ritchie's The Covenant, I've heard nothing but good stuff about. The war movie, that looks good. Dungeons and Dragons is still out there in some theaters. John Wick is still out there. But Sisu and Beau is Afraid and The Pope's Exorcist are 3 movies in theaters right now that I really want to see. And, I guess you could still see Renfield in some spots. And that looks like about it. But Renfield was good. I enjoyed that. If you haven't seen Renfield, if you're thinking about going to the theaters, I would recommend that. Sisu and Beau is Afraid both look phenomenal. Can't wait to see those. Dude Classic in the house. What up, dude? Way Up, dude. Speaking of dudes, the dude, Way Up, dude. What are the 3 shortest words the English language? What are the 3 shortest words in the English language? Is it in? and hey, if you gotta ask, I feel for you. That's a tough question to have to ever ask. But that is hysterical. Way Up, dude. Very good stuff. Sarah, River Phoenix, you remember him? Yes. No, River Phoenix from movies like Stand By Me and his brother Joaquin Phoenix. Both phenomenal actors. River Phoenix we lost way too young, but Joaquin is also phenomenal. And that's, I don't know if you haven't seen Beau is Afraid. I have not seen it yet, but it looks phenomenal. If you haven't seen the trailer, check it out. It will maybe sway your opinion on going to see that. Chesley Gibbons, what's up? Let's see. I'm allowed to be happy, so I can say that because I've never been able to be in love with someone. Decent. No, and everybody's allowed to be happy. You never, if you feel like you got to defend yourself for being happy, then I wouldn't even bother. I honestly don't defend yourself ever for being happy. Just be happy. I'm asking my job because there was a worker who got me really sick. Larry, here's the thing. You work in a hospital. Sick people go there. People have always masked up in hospitals for different reasons. There's no shame. I would be masking up in a hospital as well. So if you work in a hospital, you work around medicine, anywhere, anytime anybody could be sick, throw that mask on. If it helps a little bit, then hey, that's great. But I get it. In a hospital, you got to, Larry. You absolutely got to. On a movie set where you're outdoors, out in the open and everything, I don't think we really need to do all that. But hey, it's Hollywood. What are you going to do? When you see one movie with seniors at the club or skateboarding or whatever, you've seen them all, Kevin. Exactly. They had the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi in theaters now. Yeah, and to me, I kind of wonder, like, I get it. It's the 40th anniversary of that, but I don't know. Maybe they're figuring like younger generation that hasn't seen any Star Wars movies or that has just seen the newer ones, kind of getting him to go back to watch the older ones. What would be the draw to go see Return of the Jedi in the theater? And maybe some people that are just diehard fans are like, oh, I'm going to go check this out. I'd love to see that in theaters. But for me, I've seen Star Wars, I've seen Empire, and I've seen Return of the Jedi enough. I don't need to go to the theater to see it. But hey, if you're a diehard fan, and especially right now, there's so much good stuff out there, good looking stuff out there to go see. Don't know what team he plays for. Well, Sarah, that's okay because Tom Brady retired, doesn't play for anybody anymore. Let's see here. I saw Evil Dead on Friday. I was the only one in the theater, and it was boring. I just went on my phone. Nice. Or take it. That's fun. Yeah, the first 30 minutes of Evil Dead, I was like struggling to stay awake, like really struggling to stay awake. Second half of the movie had its gore. It had its moments that visually looked pleasing, but if you look at what was actually going on, it was stupid. And forget about the whole woke agenda. It was they were doing these fanfare shots where you got so many shots that all they did was recreate it from the first movie. There was nothing original about this movie. Everything that they did in Evil Dead, like, oh, we got to have her running toward the camera, like like Bruce did back in the day. Come on, we already did that. It was funny for Bruce. It's not funny for this dumb bimbo. Like it's just you're recreating it. I don't need that recreated. Get write something original. This Lee Cronin, the director of this movie, and this is only the second feature he's ever directed. He walked in, he like stumbled into something with a massive budget, for a guy who's only directed one feature length film and a franchise that a lot of people love. And yeah, they had an effects budget. They spilled a lot of blood, but there was nothing creative about the script. It was so stupid. And here's the thing. There are people that like that abomination that was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie that came out last year just because of the gore and the violence. To me, the gore and the violence was stupid because it wasn't plausible or realistic. When you got a girl jumping out the window of a bus when she could just walk one more row around and run out the door, but she jumps out the window instead so she gets cut in half with the chainsaw or whatever, you didn't need to do that. You could have ran one more row of seats around and run out the door. But we needed the cool shot of her getting cut in half. If you wanted to make that plausible, do it halfway back in the bus. Don't do it at the front of the bus where there's a door. So the situation for why the gore, the carnage, the violence, all that stuff was going on, I need more. Don't just throw blood at the screen and expect me to love it. And here's the thing. We look at probably the goriest, bloodiest movie of maybe bloodiest movie, maybe not goriest, bloodiest movie of all time right here, Dead Alive. Dead Alive was fun. Dead Alive was basically insanity and blood. But the thing is, this was kind of pioneering for the time. We don't need a Dead Alive sequel or remake where they do the exact same damn thing that they did back in the 80s. We don't need that. Just like we don't need that same thing from Evil Dead. And that's what they did. And Evil Dead, like I said, forget the woke stuff. The plot was stupid. The characters were stupid. The things that they said were stupid. The little girls, when your mom is trying to kill you, are not going to have the wherewithal to sit there and tell their aunt, oh, one day you're going to be a good mom. Like, oh, this movie was so stupid in so many different levels. Just because they dumped a bunch of blood does not give it a pass for me. That's the only reason that got a 3 out of 10 was all that blood and, the visual look to it. But even like I said, some of that stuff, there's a chainsaw on the ground. The end of the movie, she goes back to pick up the chainsaw to walk off. Why? Is this in an alternate universe where she had seen the Evil Dead movie and she thought, oh, this is cool. I'm going to be like Bruce Campbell and I'm going to pick up a chainsaw and walk off. Was that it? Is it supposed to be an alternate universe where they're fans of the Evil Dead movies or something? Because why did she have to go pick up the chainsaw to walk off? So dumb. So anyways, if you all enjoyed it, more power to you. And I get that. But Evil Dead just pissed me off. Let's see here. I'm thinking of checking out Sisu next Wednesday on the 10th in Burbank. Meet me at the movie theater. I'll buy you a popcorn. Frank, well, hey, yeah, you know what? Wednesday is a day that may be doable for me. But we'll have to see about that. That day there, you've got my brother who's passed away. That's his birthday, and then my uncle and my cousin. All three of them share birthdays that day. That might be a tough day for me, Frank. But I appreciate the offer, homeboy. But if I think I can make it happen, I'll reach out to you, Frank. That kind of you to offer that. Appreciate that. Would love to see Jedi again in the theater. Hey, and if you're a huge Star Wars fan, then go do it. Let's see here. I got a lot of DVDs as is. I don't think I need any more. Yeah. Hey, I that's why I'm trying to just buy things that I really, really love. Robert makes a cut. Robert, did you get in to see Bolo this week? did you get in to get a Bolo autograph? I thought I saw pictures of you there. Passing by a few of them at Walmart. I don't know why I'm watching movies. Recommend movies. I have movies from everyone. I just watch swim movie. Okay, very cool, Sarah. Let's see here. You've been watching movies on Shudder. Shudder's got some good stuff. Let's see. Got to go see you later. I'll be watching a replay. Well, Larry, thank you very much. Appreciate that super chat again, Larry. And have a good night at work, buddy. I know my brother's male nurses. They have some same sick people. Yeah, you're in a hospital. You got to be careful. You got to take care of yourself. Met the legendary Bolo Young and Damian Chapa and aka Miklo this weekend. Very cool, Robert. Decent. I love that. Still mask everywhere I go. It's never bothered me. I worry about my dad who has a weak immune system. Here's the thing. If you don't mind masking and it makes you feel better about what you're doing in life, more power to you. More power to you. I have no issue. When I see people in public wearing masks, I'm like, more power to you. You know, I get it. There's a lot of times over the last couple of years where I'm like in stores where people are not social distancing. And I'm like, I get on the verge of having panic attacks. And I'm just like, back up, people. Back up. Did we not forget that we just went through a pandemic that was killing people? Like give each other a little space. So I understand. And if you want a mask, I'll never disrespect anybody for wearing a mask. But, Hollywood, like forcing, when you're outside, that'd be like forcing football players to wear masks out on a football field. You're out. I know, you're playing and everything, but you can't play in a mask. You just can't do it, especially when you're outdoors. Let's see here. Isabel, what's up, Isabel? How you doing? Ran into Alfonso, Weapon X, and Brendan at Bolo event. Decent. Very cool. Glad you guys all got to go and have fun. It looked like a blast. Bolo looked great in the pictures and videos that I've seen so far. Bolo looked like he was doing well. It looked like he was kind of quiet. But I guess he doesn't speak English that well. But it looked like everybody had a good time. That's the important thing. Everybody had a good time, got to meet a legend and get some stuff autographed. Mr. Bones, what's up, Mr. Bones? Gonna leave the chat. I hope you don't mind not feeling it. Hey, Skyla, take care of yourself. I hope you start feeling better. Yeah, no, be well, and I hope you're feeling better real soon. Skyla, it's a bummer. Sorry about that. But no, hey, and here's the thing. We don't all live and breathe every minute of our lives on YouTube. Gotta have a life, gotta do your thing for sure. Yes. Tech 360, what up? How you doing? How OGP? Great to catch you live. Well, great to have you here with us. Mr. Slip Bullet Blake says, worst Evil Dead ever. I am with you. That I am in agreement with you on that. This movie absolutely pissed me off. You can't just throw a bunch of blood and guts and effects at the screen and think we're going to be happy. Very few movies are original anymore. The big studios don't want to take chances. That is so true. They want guaranteed profits, and that's why there's so many sequels. And here's the thing. There's a lot of movies that we might not mind sequels. We've already had sequels of Evil Dead. If you want to do an Evil Dead and you want to do it right, then by all means. And I think a lot of us were very excited and anticipating Evil Dead Rise. And then we got in the theater and it took some left turns, and then there was nothing too original about it. And so, it disappointed. You can do sequels and stuff, but man, they got to be good. They really, it's hard when you do something, especially like the original Star Wars trilogy. You put all three of those movies together, it's going to be hard to top those no matter what you do. So if you're going to do more, you got to figure out something different or better. Different or better, one of the two. And, we know Star Wars has not made a movie that has lived up to that first trilogy at all yet. Rogue One would probably be like the closest, in my opinion, as far as being, on their level, just because it was different. But it was good. I enjoyed Rogue One. There's a couple other movies that I enjoyed too, but they're just not nearly. And Rogue One, it's still not like you can't put it up on that pedestal with the first three. If they did not call it Evil Dead movie, I would like it a little bit more. Yeah, hey, okay, if they didn't call it Evil Dead, it would have pissed me off probably still, because I would have been like, well, why are they copying all these things from Evil Dead? Why are they, giving us this fanfare, these recreation shots? So I get your point there, but if they would have had to take out some of that stuff where they were, paying homage or just ripping off the original Evil Dead or Army of Darkness stuff. Shudder has been good for some horror movies. Yeah, Shudder has had some good stuff on there. Yep. Are you worried about your DVD shelves collapsing on top of you? No, Chauncey, because they are all like bolted to the wall. So I'm not worried about them at all. Let's see. Prayers to you and your family. Well, Robert, thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. And we look at that. We have 8 minutes to go until we're going to start doing some giveaways. Do I smell a sticky hole? You probably do. It's probably your own. And Wet Movie. So I sent you a message this morning, and Sean mentioned a little while ago in the chat. So it looks like there might be 4 packages coming to the PO box with the little old OGP written on them soon. So watch what you're opening, homeboy. Watch what you're opening. They want me to open them live, so I can't open them live if Web Movie opens them live, or I can, but we're gonna go through that process again. But let's see here. Let's see. It's cool, OGP. My wife doesn't want to see Sisu, so I'll check it out in theaters on my own. Definitely want to see it on the big screen. Yeah, no, Sisu looks great. I mean, it's violent, so it's like a World War II John Wick kind of deal, right? So, yeah, it's not going to be for everybody, especially some of the ladies. Did I miss the giveaway, Colton? Nope. Giveaways always start at 5. That's 7 minutes from now. So you are good. You are good. Tech 360 finally watched Scream 6 on digital, and for me, it's only just a bit better than the 5th one. Though great to see Hayden Panettiere in it as a cop now. So yeah, to me, I liked it a lot better than the 5th one. The 5th one pissed me off. But the sorry, I'm reading a comment from Bullet that I'm gonna get to in a minute. It made me laugh. But I enjoyed Scream 6. Sorry you didn't think better of it, but hey, that's a beauty of movies and art. We all look at it a little differently, and I wish you would have liked it a little more, but if you don't, you don't. More power to you. Nubs, what's going on? And here you go. this is what got the chuckle out of me right here. Last Jedi is amazing, top tier. And so here's the thing, Bullet. There's a lot of people that hate the new trilogy, it's 7, 8, 9. I don't hate them. I don't hate them. But I don't know that I could put Last Jedi up there with Return of the Jedi. I don't know if I could do that. But I do recall the conversation or some of the conversations we've had where Last Jedi has been brought up. Very funny, very funny. Rogue One, 100% thought it was pretty solid. Yeah, Rogue One was pretty good. Evil Dead should have been a straight to DVD or Blu-ray or Tubi movie. You know what? When you have a franchise that has that much popularity, I'm sure it made a bunch of money in the theaters. And so if that's the case, more power to them. But as far as I'm concerned, yeah, I absolutely wish that I did not see that in the theater. Let's see here. It was awesome to see you guys, the Bolo, the Monster Squad. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, Robert getting to hang out with Wet One and everybody else, all the homies. They're all mine now. Yeah. Hey, I know where you live, homeboy. I know where you live, Wet One. I will come and I will hunt you down. And how does he say? I have a special set of skills, Wet One, and I will find you and I will kill you. So don't open my movies, homeboy. I believe that was planned for Evil Dead. It was supposed to go straight to streaming. And I've heard that somewhere else too. Yeah. Thelma Knoller's in the house. What up, Thelma? Look at that, 4 minutes away from giveaways here. Yes. Scream 5 is ass trash garbage. Yeah, Scream 5 sucked so bad, so bad. Absolutely hated it. But 6 kind of redeemed, like the sisters, Jenna Ortega and whatever her name is, their characters. I absolutely hated them in 5, and I wanted them dead. I mean, I wanted those characters dead. They kind of redeemed them in 6 to where I was like, okay. But you know, we know 6 was like, to me, 6 was fun all the way up until the end. And there's 2 people that you thought for sure were dead in that movie that weren't. And you're like, come on. You can argue about whether you like the killer or not. I didn't have a problem with the killer. But my biggest issue with 6 would have been like the fact that the 2 people that should have been dead weren't dead. That was kind of cheesy. But otherwise, I enjoyed 6. Let's see here. What do you think I should get for Texas Chainsaw Massacre? I'm not sure. What do you mean as far as get a copy of it? I'm not sure. Like, to me, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that is, you know, if we're talking the original 1974, that is a movie that if it, like, whatever it comes out on, Blu-ray, 4K, whatever, you should have the best one available, in my opinion. The sequels, Texas Chainsaw 2, yep, you got a great edition that was put out recently that you could get. But after that, the rest of that franchise, whatever you have, I wouldn't worry about upgrading. But definitely 1 and 2 are definitely worth having. 4K or very, at least Blu-rays, or the nice box sets and stuff. Let's see here. Last Jedi is the best Star Wars movie since Empire. Wow. So Last Jedi is better than Return of the Jedi in Bullet's opinion. Interesting. Yeah, for me, my favorite, and I know this is blasphemy amongst the diehard Star Wars fans, but my favorite Star Wars movie is Return of the Jedi. I'm down with some Ewoks. I have no beef with Ewoks at all, and I know a lot of people don't like them. You know where I live? Yeah. But the difference is, Wet One, I know where you live, and I could get there with 1 car ride. It would take you like 72 bus transfers to get over here. So I'm not too worried about that. Jim Powers, what up, Jim Powers? How you doing? Yeah, OGP and Wet One are blood feuding over some movies. That's what's happening right here. Mr. Slip Bullet, best Star Wars movie is Episode 1, Phantom Menace. What? Rick, I don't think those words have ever been uttered in the history of mankind right there. I know, dude, no, for real. And then his sister on the subway was stabbed like, 52 times. Like, come on, or at least she was stabbed a bunch of times. The brother and sister there, they should have been dead. They should have been dead. They so should have been dead. So, yeah, that was a little frustrating. Currently binge watching Scream 1 through 4 so I can watch 5 and 6 for the first time. Decent. Very cool. So my opinion on the Scream franchise, 1 is the best, 2 is the second best. And right now, 4 and 6 are a tie for me, then 3, then 5. That's the way I rank them right there. Let's see. Oh, your brother and grandma share a birthday. Very cool, Sarah. Very cool. Friday 13th Fiend, what up? Look at that. It's 5 o'clock. It is 5 o'clock. You do enjoy episode 1, but you got to disagree. Look at here. Oh, Carnage 6X. What up? My favorite is Return of the Jedi as well, since that's the one I saw in theater when I was a kid. Decent. Yeah, no, and Carnage, I'm with you. I remember seeing Return of the Jedi in the theater. Very, very, very good stuff right there. And I don't know, I've just seen them enough. I don't need to go back to the theater. Let's see here. Do you think they would do another Scream? And if so, how? As I can't really see how they could do a story unless they bring back Nev. So Tech 360, do not worry, because I believe part 7 is already in the works. And we don't know about Nev. But, the passing of the torch, if you watch 5, at the end, there's an ambulance scene where you have Nev and Courtney Cox sitting in the back of an ambulance, and they literally say, passing the torch. So the idea is to move on from the older characters and stick with Jenna Ortega and the other bimbo. I'm not a big fan. She can't act. She's not a good actor, but at least they redeemed those characters a little bit because they were kind of badasses in 6. But we shall see. Hopefully, if hopefully at some point down the line, we get Nev back involved. But they got to pay her. They got to pay her. That was the feud. That was the dispute. Was they weren't willing to pay Nev enough to come back for part 6, and I think she called their bluff, and they went ahead without her. And so that's that. To me, a payday is better than no payday, but when are you gonna put your foot down, stand your ground? And so obviously Nev Campbell has made a lot of money in her life, so she's probably financially okay, and she's probably good with saying like, I don't want to do that for that much money. I don't feel like doing it. So more power to her. BN Chili's in the house. What up, everybody? Hit those thumbs up buttons if you would. Just a couple more comments, and we are going to get into the giveaways here because it is now 5:02. It's DUI time. It is DUI 5:02. Everybody getting pulled over for a drunk in public, or no, a drunk driving. 5:02. I think the next Scream movie should be in space. Hey, right? Really change. Hey, we did. Ghostface Takes Manhattan. So now it's time for Scream in space. Yep. Jedi is definitely number 1, followed by Empire and Tyson. That's where I'm at. I am with you there. I agree with you, Tyson. Oh, look at that. Rick, good call. You are right, good sir. Because as we all know,
there can be only one.
There can be only one.
Winning.
There can be only one.
There can be only one.
There can be only one.
You were in it to win it.
There can be only one.
There can only be one. There really can. And so here's Bullet's rating, and this is a very, I have a hard time arguing with this at all. 1 is the best, 4 is second best. I know a lot of people love 4. 4 was a good one. It was a very good one. 2 is third, 3 is fourth, 6 is fifth, and 5 is bullshit. We agree 100% on 1 and 5. That's for sure. That is for sure. The others in the middle, I think 4 and 2 are definitely better than 3. So I think we can agree on that. I think the difference is just where we place 6, but I have a hard time arguing with your with your rating right there, Bullet. Let's see here. Double J Productions. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Pardon me, but here we go, everybody. So forgive me if I miss some of your comments. Now it is time where I need to get over here and I need to pull up a not so free random comment picker so that we can draw a winner here. We can find out who is going to win something cool today. So I've got the comment picker up there. I'm going to go to the video, and hopefully you're all paying attention. I've noticed a lot of people just hashtag EMAG every video, and you can do that and be better safe than sorry, unless I tell you to hashtag something else. If I say hashtag this instead of hashtag EMAG, then you're going to miss out if you just go on there and don't watch the video and hashtag EMAG it. But this week, the EMAG video was the Wake Up and Live Life Live Saturday morning video. That's the one. So if you hashtag EMAG a different video, you are all up in the wrong business. So here we go. I pasted the link. And filter comments by hashtag EMAG. Does not matter if it's capitalized or not. Let's see how many people properly entered that video. Only 45. Only 45. I think a lot of people entered on the wrong video. They entered EMAG on the Zia Records Hoarding Up video I did from Vegas, which was not, because you did not see the EMAG logo on the thumbnail. And so here we go. Let's find out who will be this week's Fluffy Gamer, as Fluffy Gamer won this last week. Oops. Here we go. Right now, it is Sean Fleming. Decent. Sean Fleming shall be one of our 2 winners tonight. Sean Fleming What's up, buddy? I know you are in the house. I have already seen your comments and the good karma of Sean sending a package my way has paid dividends. He has earned himself some good karma. Congrats to you, Sean Fleming. Very big congrats to you, good sir. Good day, a random name picker there. Good day, random name picker. We have Sean Fleming. We have our winner. And now we have to find our winner from the Wheel of Doom. And oh, yeah. So it was Carnage 6X. I think I might have said Sonic Wang. Sonic Wang won recently. But Carnage 6X is the one that I put a copy of Young Ip Man in the mail to from Saturday. Carnage 6X won this Saturday morning. Young Ip Man, we did. And I know Elika was there. A bunch of folks were there. But I did a random live stream this Saturday morning. And Carnage 6X won a copy of this, which your copy is already in the mail. Good sir, on the way to the what do you call it? Well, Canada. It's on its way to Canada. There was something on the tip of my tongue, nickname for Canada, but I couldn't think of it. But congrats to Carnage 6X for that win this past Saturday. And you are very welcome, good sir. Very welcome. So here we go. Let's see. What are we going to type in the comments today? What are we going to type in today? I know what we're going to type in. We're going to type in something here. Okay, I am typing this. Okay, so are you ready? Are you near your keyboards? Are you ready to start typing? Everybody get ready. Look at this. Look at this. We only have 52 watching this week. What's up with that? Where we were like 70 something last week. What's going on here this week? We only have 52 watching right now. It's weird. So how the viewership fluctuates. Maybe there's something else on TV right now. I'm not sure, but 52 folks watching. So I believe that's more in line with the legends that normally watch. So very, very cool. So here we go. So the first 52 names to enter this, and then of course straggling legends. If you are a straggling legend, if you are a lurking legend, we will still get you on there. So here we go. On your marks, get ready to type. Everybody get ready to type. Begin typing hashtag unwelcome, as in the movie Unwelcome, coming out soon from my good friends at Wellgo USA. You will have a chance to win yourself a copy of Unwelcome on Blu-ray, factory sealed before you can buy it. That or possibly a $50 Amazon gift card. $50 going to the Amazon gift card today. That is what we're doing. So type them on in there, everybody. And it looks like we're starting with Geriatric Geek. Oh, and I got sad news. Sad news for everybody. Very sad news. Last week's EMAG show got flagged, got demonetized and flagged for playing the sexy song, the corn dog anthem. No more sexy time music because of some stinkers and copyright issues. Apparently, the folks that made that song apparently are too proud of themselves. So now they can suck it. We will not listen to their music. Instead, we will just be over here farting. We just fart around while we're listening. While we're listening to OGP's keyboard, typing in everybody's name, just farting around. Oh, that was a good one. That's a good one right there. But no, how about we do this? Make sure I'm not blowing out any eardrums here. Don't want to be blowing out your eardrums, so I'm going to turn the music down. We'll throw on some good old Club Seamus. I love me some Club Seamus right there. And we are now at Rick. So let me get on with the list here. Oh, somebody is at the door. We got Frank C. And then we have Kevin Hampton. And then we have Pops Mafia. And then we have to scroll down to BN Chili. And then Elika. And Mr. Bones. Oops. The dogs are really pissed off. I don't know what's going on out there. Wicked Network. And then we're scrolling down again to Colton McKinney. And then Carnage. House of G Fam. And Giuseppe. And then Eternal. And let's see, Geriatric Geek got you on there, homeboy. And Steve Mayers. What up, Steve Mayers? And Tech 360. Oops. And then Reggie. And then Friday the 13th Fiend. And then we got Barbara. What up, Barbara? And then Nocturno. Yeah, I'm very curious. I'd love to see Nocturno. Did you post pictures of what you got signed? I'd love to see what you got signed. I haven't seen Wet Movie 1's yet either, because he hadn't put up a video. Deadpool Fanatic, Bullet, and Nubs. And did I get Sean Fleming on there? I did. Tyson Fan. And if I'm abbreviating your names, it's because I'm trying to get through the list so we're not boring everybody as we do all this. Robert C. the Legend. Love at first. And if I jack up your name a little bit, forgive me. The important thing, how hilarious is that? If I jack up your name as I type in Jack and Mr. Jami, the important thing is that I get you on the list. And we know you are Brent Madison. What up, Brent? And then Mr. Gazoo. And Sean Fleming. I think I already got you on there, Sean. Yep. Whoa. Come back here. Already got Sean Fleming on there. Sean 420. And then, Fluffy Gamer. And Gina. And the Lurker. The Lurking Legend. That is correct. The Lurking Legend, Balzer himself. The Channel King. Right there. Retro Nipple. Trashman's outside. I hear Trashman. They've been coming late lately. I wonder what's up with that. And somebody going to teach me how to Dougie. And the F6 Scott. And let's see. Oh, I got to get Richard Fleming on there. Miss Richard. And then let's see. We're up to 40. So we got about 12 more. Frank Church. And then we got Teofel. Oops. And then Melatonin. I didn't get Melatonin on there already. No, it was Eternal. I'm confused with Melatonin. And then Double J. And then we got Holly. And then we got Sarah. Sarah, do you spell your name with S-A-R-A, no H, right, Sarah? Let's see here. Double J, Holly, Sarah, Reynaldo. Then Minecraft. And let's see, Cody the Bear. And we're up to 40. We're getting close. and Carlos Busto, Michael McNally, and Dan Fernan, and Sonic Wang, and Jesse J. And let's see here. Okay, we are at 54. We are over the limit now. We are over the limit. We have done it. We are there. Let's see here. Let's see here. I'm scrolling. Oops. And that is it. That's all the comments we're adding. If you came in a little bit late, I apologize. That just tells me not all of you. I'm not accusing everybody, but some of you might be logging out of one account, logging into another account, doing that type of stuff. So there it is. It's over. It's done. That's it. Put a fork in it. It's over. It is over. I'm going to review the list, and we shall see. It ended with Josh 8K. Let's start out here. We're going to review the list right now. Do we still got music playing, or did the music end? Oh, the music probably still playing, huh? Let's see. I got a message. I feel important. I got a message. I don't know. I got a notification that I'm live. I just got a notification that I am live. Nice. Very cool. How's this music? Let's see. Let's change it up a little bit. Yeah, we'll go a little kind of like jazz, lounge music, jazz right there. So here we go. I'm going to read off the list now. So pay attention. Listen for your name. And if you don't hear it, let me know. Here we go. Geriatric Geek, Rick, Frank C, Kevin H, Pops Mafia, BN Chili, Elika, Mr. Bones, Wicked Network, Colton McKinney, Carnage 6X, House of G Fam, Giuseppe Andrews, Eternal Harmony, Steve Mayers, Tech 360 Gamer, Reggie, Friday 13th Fiend, Barbara, Nocturno, Sean Fleming, Deadpool Fan, Bullet, Nubs, Tyson Fan, Robert C, Love at First Bite, Jack, Mr. Jommy, Brent Madison, Mr. Gazoo, Sean 420. I didn't say Sean. Okay, no. Okay. Fluffy, the Fluffy Gamer, Gina, Balzer, The Lurking Legend, Retro Nipple Gaming, Wilfredo, Teach Me How to Dougie, F6 Scott, Richard Fleming, Frank Kirch, Teofil Rust, Melatonin Chloroform, Double J Productions, Holly, Sarah, Reynaldo, Minecraft 2.0 King, Cody DeBear, Carlos Busto, Michael McNally, Fernan, Sonic Wang, Jesse J, Josh 8K. If you are a legend and you did not see your name on that list, let me know. Let me know right away, please. And we are going to begin spinning here in just a moment. Let's review. We have a copy of Unwelcome you can win. We have a $50 Amazon gift card you can win. We have a shot at the misery bags over here. And you could also win some merch from the OGP Orb Hut. From my Orb Hut, you can open up the doors of the Orb Hut and trade in a star for some OGP goodness over there. Oh, yeah. Yep, Larry. Yep, thanks, Wicked. Yep, got to get Larry on there. Got to do that. Okay, so anybody else? I think that's it. We're missing some of the legends tonight. We're missing some of the legends, people I'm thinking of, but I'm not going to put them on blast. I'm not going to call them out. I'm not sure what they got going on in life, but I just hope they're having a wonderful evening of whatever they're doing. But anyways, everybody, here we go. Let's get to it. Bring back up the list, and now it is time to find out who is Mr. or Mrs. Irrelevant as we begin to spin the Wheel of Doom. And Holly, sorry, Holly, but you know the deal. There can only be one. There really only can. And nope. Reggie jinxed Fluffy, and that was not me. I did not jinx Fluffy. Reggie jinxed Fluffy. Fluffy Gamer goes down. Fluffy will not be having back-to-back weeks as a winner. Kevin Hampton, sorry about that, Kevin. I feel like we need to up the music. We need to do something else. Man, it's so hard not to go to the sexy music now. Colton McKinney, sorry about that, Colton. Let's see here, but maybe we'll go with a little night driving. And Richard Fleming, sorry, Richard. Getting back to it here. There definitely can only be one. Fernan, sorry, Fernan. What movie one uploaded unboxing video? Yeah, he Geriatric Geek. Sorry, Geriatric Geek. What movie one? Sonic Wang. Sorry, Sonic Wang. Yeah, he was at that signing for Bolo, so I'm sure. What was it? Unboxing or his Bolo video? Steve Mayers. Sorry, Steve Mayers. Hopefully, it was in that video that he uploaded. Hopefully, he had Mr. Bones. Sorry, Mr. Bones. Hopefully, he had his Bolo video. Love at First Bite. Sorry, Love at First Bite. Here we go. F6 Scott. Sorry, F6. He just unboxed PR stuff, huh? Balzer, the lurking legend. Sorry, Balzer. Sean Fleming. Sorry, Sean. Queen 215. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Reggie. Sorry, Reggie. Yeah, this is one of the shirts I got. It was like 5 or 6 shirts that I got. Maybe Wicked Network. Sorry, Wicked Network. I can't remember how long ago now. Maybe about a year ago or so. But I got these, and this is one that I really like. Sarah. Sorry, Sarah. Yeah, this is one of my faves right here. And down goes Michael McNally. But pull that down for a second. Yeah, this one's really cool. I love the whole. It's got a lot of different things going on. It's got like bats. It's got aliens. It's got ghosts in the haunted house and the crows on the trees and the black cat on the tree and everything. It's a really cool shirt. I love it, and I love the different colors and stuff on it. Yeah, this is one of my favorites out of all those that I got. So here we go. Let's see. Moving on. Who is next to fall off of the list? Dun, 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 dun. Teoful Rust. Sorry, Teoful. Let's see. It says unboxing DVDs and Blu-rays. Okay. I don't know why he wouldn't have put up his video from the weekend. Giuseppe. Sorry, Giuseppe. I like totally like. You got to strike while the iron's hot. And Wet One, if you're still watching, you should have been putting up that Bolo video. How to Dougie? Sorry about that. Right? Yeah, the UFO, like that to me, that's kind of cool. Mixing it up there a little bit. Because everything horror, UFOs, been a big part of horror movies over the last 100 years or so. Frank Hirsch, sorry, Frank. Mr. Jami, sorry, Mr. Jami. And Friday the 13th Fiend, sorry, Friday the 13th Fiend. Yeah, it happens. It happens to the best of us. BN Chili. And then BN Chili will be waiting for 32 people not to show up, or 31 for BN Chili to have a shot. Jesse J. Sorry, Jesse J. Tyson, number 1 fan. Sorry, Tyson, number 1 fan. Dun, 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 dun. And Bullet goes down. Bullet, man, sorry about that. But, dude, hopefully you give yourself some time, Bullet, to watch those movies that Mel has subjected us to. Everybody, this Wednesday, we're going to be on Mel's channel at 5 o'clock. What is going on over here? We're going to be on Mel's channel at 5 o'clock on Wednesday, doing The Voyage to the Bottom of the Barrel. 2 horrible movies. So they're tough. They are tough. So Bullet, give yourself some time to get through those movies, because I don't see you just doing a regular old double feature. what is this with I got another solicitor at my house. We have a big no soliciting sign. These people. I'm listening to this guy out here right now. I'm listening to this guy. Man, the sign says no soliciting. These people are idiots. The people that, first of all, people, if you have a job where you walk around knocking on people's door trying to sell them stuff in this day and age, you are a buffoon. Don't do that. Nobody is going to buy your stuff. Second, read a dictionary and understand what soliciting means. I think we all know what no means. But man, this is like the third person today that's knocked on our door trying to sell us something. I'm gonna and I have outside on my front door, I have my NRA sticker on the front door. Like you know, I am not to be effed with. Like I got the NRA sticker on the front door. Go away, idiots. So please forgive me for interrupting the wheel. But here we go. Let's figure out. Let's move on with that. You could totally get shot. I need a trapdoor. I know. I totally need a trapdoor. Carlos B. Sorry. Yeah. Unfortunately, in California and in most states, you're not allowed to set up like booby traps or anything. Nubs. Sorry, Nubs. But I'll tell you what. Like there's Deadpool Fanatic. Sorry, Deadpool Fanatic. I do need like a remote control squirt gun so I can just start squirting them as they walk up. Elika, sorry, Elika. Or you know what I need to do? Just turn one of my sprinkler heads around and point it toward the door. And then when they walk up, just go in my garage and hit the button, turn my sprinklers on. Double J, sorry, Double J. You will win someday. Yes, you got to keep the faith. You got to keep believing. It will happen. Josh 8K, sorry, Josh 8K. Let's see. Are you planning on watching Guardians 3? Queen, yes, I am. I've been kind of burnt out on Marvel movies, but Guardians of the Galaxy is a little different in that it's just, so much comedy. I'll be watching it for comedy more than like an adventure or an action movie. And those characters are very funny characters. So I will definitely be watching Guardians 3. Yes. Jack. Queen, will you be watching Guardians 3? And hopefully I'll be watching it. Maybe this coming weekend I'll get to the theater and actually watch like 2 or 3 movies. Reynaldo, sorry Reynaldo, but Guardians, the Pope's Exorcist, Mr. Gazoo, sorry Mr. Gazoo, and Sisu, definitely 3 movies that I still really want to see in theaters. House of G fam, sorry House of G fam. Nice, very cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I have a camera on my door. Got to protect family. These things, especially nowadays. Yeah, no, totally. Brent Mania. Sorry, Brent. No, it was Brent Madison, wasn't it? It wasn't Brent Mania. It was Brent Madison. Nocturno. Sorry, Nocturno. Or is that the same Brent Mania as Brent Madison? I don't think so. I think they're different. Are they the same? Tech 360 Gamer. Sorry, Tech 360. But no. So I have not only Sean 420. Not only on my front door, but I mean, we have cameras covering every square inch of the house. Good luck getting into my house undetected. Barbara, sorry, Barbara. I mean, literally. And then I had, these companies like mailing more cameras. I had, at one point, we had 17 cameras around our house. So good luck getting in. Minecraft 2.0 King. Sorry about that. Yeah, I had like 17 cameras. I was like more like well protected than like a stash house or something. We had cameras everywhere. Wilfredo. Sorry about that, Wilfredo. Larry, the cool guy, Batman fan. Sorry, Larry. You made it pretty far though. Question: are UFOs considered horror sci-fi? They're like one of those cross genre type things. There's some, it's definitely sci-fi, but there's sci-fi movies that definitely have a horror element. Like take the Alien franchise, for example. You know, Alien, I know it's sci-fi, but definitely horror elements to to the Aliens movies. So to me, I think definitely, like we have horror comedies or we have sci-fi comedies. If you look on a lot of sites, like even IMDb or Rotten Tomatoes or whatever, they can be in multiple categories. So I think UFOs definitely have a place in the horror community. I definitely think they do. And so here we go. We are moving right along. Pops Mafia. Sorry, Pops Mafia. Eternal Harmony. Sorry, Eternal. And Gina Lopez. Sorry, Gina. Who's next? Retro Nipple Gaming. Sorry, Retro Nipple. Watch a movie called Pray for the Devil. I've been wanting to see that. Frank C. Darn it. I didn't say your name. I just clicked on your comment. But sorry, Frank C. But yeah, Pray for the Devil. I've been wanting to see that. It was actually pretty good. Appreciate the input there, Frank. Really, dude. I love the recommendations. Any recommendations. But I Pray for the Devil is something that has been on my list to check out. So let's see here. Melatonin Chloroform. Sorry, Melatonin. And Carnage will not be back-to-back winners for Carnage. What is your most nostalgic Halloween memory from childhood? Ooh, Colton, that is a good question. And I have a couple good ones. Let's see here. Who is next to fall off the list? Rick. Sorry, Rick. And here we go. Let's find out who the winner shall be. Oh, Robert C. So close, Robert. So close. Cody DeBear, tell me you are here. Cody DeBear, are you here? Cody DeBear, tell me you are here. And we shall get you hooked up. Let's see. I personally did not want to go up against Robert C. Nice. Hey, Robert C., the legend right here. Cody DeBear, very cool. Cody, are you in the USA or are you in a different country, Cody? Let me know where you are, and that way I can get a mailing address for you and figure out how to do these prizes this evening. But yes, big congrats to Cody. Yes. Cody DeBear is in the USA. Decent. Very, 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 very cool. So we have Sean Fleming and Cody DeBear, who are both in the USA. I love it. So the prize wheel is open. It is open. Dude, I just saw Blade on the bus. No joke. Like, hold on a minute. Blade. Are you talking? Is that like a professional wrestler? Because I know you're not talking about the legend who played Blade, whose name is beside me right now, because that's just how I roll. But so here we go. Cody DeBear. Yeah, Wesley Snipes. Thank you, Curtis. There's no way Wesley Snipes was riding a bus in LA. There's no way. You're not talking about Sling Blade, are you? Wet Movie One. You're not talking about a guy who likes his French fried potatoes. Mm-hmm. Are you talking about? I reckon I do like them French fried potatoes. Sling Blade. Is that who you saw on there? Wet One. Who did you see on the bus? Look at your Instagram story. Okay, let's do this. Before we figure out who the winner is, we are about to pull up Wet Movie One's Instagram story. So let's take this down. And let's see here. Wet Movie One got himself an Instagram story. And here we go. We're going to look at this right now. Share this screen. Stories of Instagram. Well, it's not that big on there. It's not that big. I don't know if I can make it any bigger. Let's see here. Yeah. That's about the best we can share it right there. That's about the best. Oh, look at Skywalker over here getting faded. The legend Ortega, aka Skywalker, over here with the high life, living the high life over here. Okay. Wet Movie 1 saw a Blade cosplayer. Not the real Blade, not Wesley Snipes, but definitely Blade. That's hilarious. So here we go. We got to figure out who is going to be the first person to claim their prize tonight on the Wheel of Doom. Let's see here. Will it be Cody or will it be Sean? We're going to mix this up. This does not count right here. We're mixing up the wheel right here. Hang on. Okay, that does not count. Whoever this lands on next, this is not process of elimination. Whoever this lands on next will be the first prize. And so that will be Cody. Cody, you take home the first prize. You go first. And then Sean will get whatever is left on the wheel, his shot there. So, Cody, here you go. Let's put it up here. We have a chance at a $50 Amazon gift card. You can get an OGP which is probably what everybody really wants, the OGP t-shirt. I'm sure that's what you're all dying to get. You can get a copy of a Blu-ray of I almost put Unfriended, Unwelcome. And then you can get the misery bags. So, oops. Let's do this proper like. Do you want a Blu-ray of Unwelcome, a shot at the misery bags, an OGP t-shirt, or a $50 Amazon gift card? We're going to, as we always do, we're going to mix it up once here. We're mixing it up. This first one will be going to Cody the Bear. So this is not what you win. We're mixing it up right here. Okay, we're mixing it up. This is not the win right here. This is not for the win. Okay, so we've mixed it up now. Whatever it lands on next, Cody the Bear, that is what you are taking home tonight. Let's see what Cody the Bear is taking home tonight. Cody the Bear is taking home the misery bags. Very cool. Very cool. Cody the Bear, stand by, Cody, and we will figure out which misery bag you are going to get, OG or P. So think about that for a moment. And so we're removing the misery bags. Sean Fleming, you have your shot at a Blu-ray, OGP t-shirt, or a $50 Amazon gift card. Sean Fleming, let's see what Sean Fleming is taking home tonight. Sean is taking home an OGP t-shirt from OGP's Orb Hut. Sean, I will help you out with that process if you need help with that. Look at Curtis Murray called it right there. Sean, I will make sure that we get something. We'll figure out what size you need. We'll get that ordered, and I'll get it your way. I will help you out with that in the next coming days here, Sean. We will get a shirt ordered for you, and we will get it sent your way. So stand by for that. But here we go. So let me mark down the winnings here. I'm keeping track of everybody. So Sean gets a t-shirt, and Cody the Bear gets the misery bags. Okay, now let me pull them up here. Let me pull them up, and so remember, Cody. The misery bags work like this. One bag has something pretty epic in it. Another bag has something pretty decent. Another bag, I don't know, making no promises. But the choice is yours. I want to play a game, Cody, and you got to pick O or G or P. Which bag will it be, Cody? Go ahead and let me know in the comments, Cody, which bag will it be for you this evening? The clock is ticking. The crowd is waiting. The anticipation has been building here. Cody has gone for the O bag. Here we go. We will drop those down. And let's see what is in the O bag. Ooh, here we go. Here we go. This is kind of cool. This is something that came to us from a legend recently that I unboxed on air. This is something that came in here, and because I have another copy of it already, this got put in here. Cody, hopefully you are a fan of this. Hopefully you're a fan of this genre, because you, sir, Cody DeBear, are getting a copy of the Bruce Lee Master Collection. Yep, it's not brand new, but you've got Bruce Lee Master Collection. You've got the slipcover there. You have got all these good movies in here to choose from, to check out on this very cool set here. And Cody, that will be coming your way. Cody, reach out to me, and I might throw a little bonus in there. You never know. You never know. You just never know, Cody. You just never know. But I'm going to set this aside here so I can get that in the mail. Cody, please reach out to me on on Instagram, social media somewhere. Reach out to me. Yeah, Thelma. Look at Thelma, the legend over here, sending us stuff as well. Thelma over here, legends. So many legends in the house. So many legends. But yeah, Thelma sent Wet Movie One and I some epic boxes recently. Love ourselves some Thelma. Met someone that is in a movie in that set. Oh yeah, you sure did. Sure did, right? Might have been nice to have this past weekend. Get a little Bolo autograph on there. How cool would that be? But yeah, message me on Instagram would be perfect, and I'll get a mailing address for you, Cody. I will get this out headed your way. Great stuff here. Great stuff here. You're gonna enjoy this. The collection. You know, if you're a fan of martial arts movies or just Bruce Lee, the fact of how legendary Bruce Lee is just, it is good enough reason to have this collection, have this set in your collection right there. And Sean, yeah, hey, reach out to me, Sean, message me or email, whatever you want to do. Reach out to me, Sean. I know we've talked before. I think, was it through email, Sean? But reach out to me again, and we'll talk about sizes, colors, styles, all that stuff, and we will get you hooked up. So congrats to both of those good folks. Yeah, Sean, and that's right. I remember you don't, and that's why we went with, I think you emailed me before, right? So yeah, just go ahead and email me again. You know, links are down below, and we'll get that all worked out. Yes, we will. I always liked Thelma more than Louise, right? Hey, I'm with you. I am with you. I just got that very Bruce Lee box set. Nice. Very cool, Thelma. Nice. Nostalgic Halloween memory. Oh, yeah, let's hear it. Thank you, Colton. And I'm sorry, I got off track there trying to wrap up the wheel. Yeah, so and this is kind of cool and cool timing with that question, Colton. So talking about nostalgic, and congrats to our two winners tonight. We have a $50 Amazon gift card carryover. So next week's Amazon gift card will start at $50 and go up from there. So be sure you're here next Monday for your chance to win at least a $50 gift card. So that'll happen next Monday for sure. So the nostalgic Halloween moment. I've got a bunch of good Halloween moments as a kid. My parents were both really into horror movies. My parents loved horror movies. And up until the day they both passed away, they loved horror movies. And yeah, and Larry, the legend, the Batman fan. Yep, thanks to you, Robert C. And to Larry and Robert C. today, we are, as the reason we are at a $50 Amazon gift card starting next week. So thanks again, Larry, for that. And so everybody, yeah, hey, chance to win a $50 Amazon gift card next Monday. Be here, or you will forfeit your chance to win. So as a kid, and my dad loved haunted houses too. And my dad was like, he coached our soccer teams. He coached our little league teams. He was like a leader when we were in Cub Scouts. my dad was always active with me and my brothers, being involved in things that we were doing. And he loved being around kids. And one year he made a haunted house in our garage, and it was really cool. He had like this, this like head, the severed head. It had like blood around it on the ground, and you kind of had to walk around this like severed head to get over to get your candy. And then you kind of had to stick your hand in this thing to get candy and stuff. And so that haunted house was so cool. And me and my brothers went out trick-or-treating with my mom, and then came back to the house and hung out, after trick-or-treating, as other people came by, to see the haunted house. But a bunch of our neighbors and friends would do haunted houses as well. And one year the news, the local news came to like our neighborhood to like check out all the haunted houses. And so, my dad's haunted house got to like make it on the news. So very, very cool memory there. But I grew up on a street with a lot of kids. And so we always had a lot of fun playing together and stuff. And going out trick-or-treating. I just remember getting so much candy every year as a kid. And I remember one year, probably my favorite Halloween costume that I ever had was when I was Dracula. And I would say I was probably 8 or 9 years old when I was Dracula. That was like my favorite Halloween costume. And my mom was really good at sewing. So she actually sewed, like made me the cape, but went out and bought me like a little black vest, had the real, the nice white shirt with the little black vest, and the cape, the blood, the fangs, hair slicked back and all that stuff. I thought I made a pretty cool looking Dracula. And so that was my favorite Halloween costume. And I don't remember if that was the same year as the haunted house there, but absolutely loved that. And there was some friends of ours also had down the street. Like I said, I grew up on a street that had a lot of kids on it. And another house, their parents another year made a haunted house, which was really cool because you started and it kind of like went through their house and out their back door into their backyard. And then they got a whole bunch of boxes. They went to like a moving store or something, got a whole bunch of boxes and kind of taped them all together and stuff. And you had to like eventually crawl through these boxes to get out the backside of the haunted house. And as you were crawling through, of course, there was adults on the outside bumping into the boxes and stuff and making, scary sounds and all that. And they had scary music on. But then when you got to the other side, there was like candy and treats and everything. And being that, all the kids in the neighborhood, we all knew, the parents of this house. So, you felt comfortable, or our parents felt comfortable, letting us, have, they had, like juice or, like the fruit punch or whatever, and snacks, cupcakes, things like that. So just great memories. I was so fortunate as a kid. And Curtis, you are 100% right. And this was, I mean, we're talking, because I was born in 1974. So my legendary like memories as a child are from the 80s. I was like 6 years old in 1980, so I mean, like all of my childhood epic memories are from the 80s, and the 80s were the best, like technology was advancing so fast like it is now. But imagine in the 80s, we didn't have computers. We didn't have, like we barely had, like, I remember our slide box, like we had this little thing to change the channel. We didn't have a remote control for the cable. We had this like box thing, and it had a slide bar on it, and it only went up to like channel 29 or something, or 28. And like HBO was like 21, and you would slide the bar across to get what channels do you want. So, it was, technology was just starting to really take off. And I mean, just so many cool memories, so many cool movies, whether they were horror, whether they were adventure, whether they were sci-fi, action, whatever. It was like the best decade for movies. They were so good. So, so fortunate to have those memories. And here's the thing, even if you weren't alive, if you weren't born yet, go back and watch. You look at like Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, Chuck Norris movies, Van Damme movies, go back to, Stallone movies from the 80s. If you look at their movies, all their best movies were from the 80s. And then you look at movies like Stand By Me and Goonies, Back to the Future, so many legendary movies from the 80s. And then there's no question asked. When you look at quantity and quality of horror movies, the 80s, just killed it. They just killed it. So many good memories, from the 80s, and as a child, out trick-or-treating and just coming home with boatloads of candy, just boatloads. I love watching 70s and 80s. That's coming from myself, who's 26. Hey, and here's the thing. I love even going back. In a few years ago, my wife and I started doing this with our kids, where we would watch movies from like the 1920s, 1930s, have like a movie night with the kids, and we would watch really old movies, stuff that none of us had ever seen before, that didn't have the effects or whatever, but it had a story. And some of those is such good memories for me, my wife, and my kids doing things like that. So hopefully they remember little things like that, as they get older and in life and stuff. But man, I'm so blessed to have so many great memories from the 80s there. License to Drive with the Coreys is an 80s classic. Yep. We could go on and on and on down the list. Yep. Are you planning on trying the new Mountain Dew? Is that is it Doritos Mountain Dew or something, Larry? I don't know. I'm not really into going out and trying something just because they make like a goofy flavor. I don't really do that unless it looks good. But like the hot and spicy Mountain Dew, I was like, nah, I'm good. I'll pass on that. So I'm not sure. Is it the Doritos flavor you're talking about there, Larry? Let's see here. Late 80s and 90s Halloween, best years for getting candy, riding behind a truck cab. Nice. Yeah. And that's one of the cool things now is that, as time went on, you didn't really want your kids just rolling down the street to anybody's house just to get candy. So a lot of churches and stuff have started doing trunk or treats, or just community events, community centers and stuff. Our city that I live in here puts on a trunk or treat event put on by city council members and just people that are involved with the city. You feel pretty good about taking your kids to those places. We used to have a really cool fair, a really cool Halloween fair where they had rides and jumpers and all kinds of cool stuff. I don't know what happened to that. It stopped. I think it was the church that put it on, but it just stopped one year, and I wish that would come back. That was really cool. But, things like that are a lot of fun. It doesn't have to be just about trick-or-treating. Getting dressed up, watching scary movies, and a lot of different things you can do to enjoy the Halloween season. Yep. My dad worked late. My mom loved Dracula, so Universal Monsters movies late at night, like Svengoolie. I would fall asleep watching them as a kid. Nice, Thelma. That is so cool. And hey, I'm with you. I remember sitting with my mom watching Friday the 13th. Watching one of my mom's favorite movies was Poltergeist. Watching that with my mom, watching old horror movies with my mom. My mom wasn't really into the older Universal monster movies, Hammer film, stuff like that. But movies like Halloween, like Friday the 13th, like Texas Chainsaw, stuff like that. I remember watching those with my mom. Yeah, it was just great memories. I love turning on TCM to watch an old movie every once in a while. Yeah, Turner Classic Movies. And that's when you put on, if you can catch them at the beginning, a lot of those movies, they might seem kind of ridiculous or far-fetched because of the acting style, because it's just different nowadays. Back in the day, in the 30s, 40s, 50s, they acted on TV and movies kind of like they did on a theater stage. The acting was acting. It was the same. So they're very theatrical and kind of over the top with some of the things they did in the movies back then, where nowadays you try to act more realistic, more casual and stuff. But the stories are great. There are some great movies, especially if you're a fan of Christmas movies, like Miracle on 34th, White Christmas, Christmas in Connecticut. Movies like that are phenomenal. So yeah, I love going back down memory lane with those. How many kids do you have? So Queen, I actually have 5 kids. The oldest just turned 26, born in 97. Man, I'm an old man. Born, and my youngest is now 19 years old. So between 19 and 26, I have 5 of them. Yep. Got a little wolf pack over here going on. Do you have the Ring, OGP? So Sarah, so are you talking the movie? I have Ring. I have the movie, the Ring 1 and 2, and then I have the Ringu box set with all of them. But if you're talking about the doorbell, yes, I got the doorbell. That's like he was getting the ding dongs back there in the way. 69 thumbs up. Well, hey, yeah, everybody, if you haven't hit thumbs up yet, I would appreciate if you do that. And look at this, Mr. Tony of the Dead. What is going on, legend? Bullet was here. I'm not sure if Bullet's still here hanging out or not. But Tony of the Dead, have you watched either of those movies that Mel is subjecting us to? I'm telling you, I am worried. Mel might get the first unanimous 0. She might, because these movies that Mel has picked are absolute trash. And Tony, I watched that movie you were in the other night. What a fun movie. And I got to say, out of the effects, your kill, a spoiler alert, but people don't know if you got killed or you killed somebody. But your kill was the best. The effects right there were the best. But that was a fun movie, dude. That was great. And that was Night of the Axe. If you got, I'm remembering that right. Is that right, Tony? It's Night of the Axe, right? And so if you guys have not seen this movie with Mr. Tony of the Dead in it, you got to go check out Night of the Axe. You got to check it out. It was fun. Mr. Tony of the Dead is in it, and I enjoyed it. Here's the thing: we know these low budget movies, micro budget or no budget movies. You cannot compare them to Star Wars. You cannot compare them to Halloween Ends. Although I would probably rather watch Tony's movie 7 times before I would watch Halloween Ends again. But you can't compare them because financially they're on way different levels. But if they're fun and they have a solid story, that's what matters. And that movie definitely did. I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. And there was, when you looked for a horror movie, you got all of it. You got blood, you got guts, you got, if you're looking for the nudity aspect, you got that. All kinds of things going on in that movie. It was a lot of fun. But it's out there on Tubi. Everybody can check it out. I definitely would. But Tony, it's an SRS. But believe me, Tony, that is the better of the two. And wow, they're bad. They are bad. This Wednesday is going to be a lot of fun. It is going to be a lot of fun. A little sip of Diet Coke there. And hey, so news for everybody. One last thing. I'm not ready to make official announcements or anything yet. But in the very near future here, maybe next week, I will be, I don't even remember, but it's an anthology. It's something like 1 of 5. No, 1 of 5 is the SRS one, but it's another anthology. It's so bad, dude. I don't even remember the name. I'm like blocking out the name. But MC just put them in the chat recently, so you should be able to find them there real quick. But they're pretty rough. But I got to make a couple announcements, and then I got to jam everybody. One, hopefully starting next week, the EMAG show will be back to, I won't have to go at 6. Hopefully starting next week, I will just be able to continue chatting with you throughout the evening until we're done, until we're ready to call it a night. But Tony, I would not wait to do both on the same day. I would watch one, then watch the other. They're tough to get. They're very tough. But so I'm hoping that next week that we can just chat. As long as we want to chat, I'm hoping that's back up. And if that's the case, that's going to make it so much better about not trying to cram so much into so little time. And we can talk so much more about movies, and I can do a little more prep work and stuff. So I'm hoping for that. Fingers crossed. I'll have more better announcements for that next week or later on this week about what's going on with the EMAG show. We're still here. We're not going anywhere, but I'm just hoping that we can, continue going all night, just chatting and chatting and chatting. But Larry, the Batman fan, coming through with another $10 super chat because Larry is a legend. Look at that, Larry. Thank you so much. We're upping it. We were at $50. We were at $50 starting next week. How about we'll just, you know what, Larry, we'll just, because you're such a legend, we'll just make it $60. We're going to start that Amazon gift card next week at $60 because Larry's a legend. I know it's supposed to only be half of the, it's only supposed to be half of the super chats, but Larry's always coming through. So I'm going to kick in a little extra myself. So Larry, so here you go. Thank you so much, homeboy. We're going to do a $60. We're starting at $60 next week. Yeah, no. Oh no, not ending the show. But lately I've been having to go at like 6, which I'm about to have to cut out right now. So, so we're going to be, hopefully being able to just go later in the evening and stuff starting next week. So we shall see about that. We shall see. I'll let you know. But the other thing is I do want to mention again is that, yes, this Wednesday, we will be having the Voyage to the Bottom of the Barrel with Mr. Tony of the Dead, with the Bullet, Blake himself, Mr. Slipcover, Master Chaos, and Mel, and myself. I think right now it's just the 5 of us. There may be a guest to get us to 6, but we will be hanging out on Mel's channel this Wednesday, 46 hours and 57 minutes from now. We will be doing that this Wednesday. Look at Brent Mania's in the house. What up, Brent Mania? Fatty McButterpants? It is. Well, Fatty McButterpants, it is. Thank you to you all. Have yourselves a wonderful evening. Let's see. Talk about fan movies. Have you seen It's Me, Billy, Black Christmas sequel? I have not. Queen, I'm going to make a note because I have not, but I love Black Christmas. I got my pen and I'm making a note of that. It's called It's Me, Billy. Okay, note made, Queen. I'll definitely check that out. Very cool. And everybody, saying good night and goodbye, and hopefully, so Wednesday will be on Mel's channel. That will not be my EMAG video. I will have a video out. I should have a video out on my channel Wednesday at 10 a.m. for you all from Vegas, which will be me ghost hunting and playing some games and venturing and wandering around Vegas, doing a little slot play, hanging out on Fremont Street and stuff. So that should be up Wednesday for you all. That'll probably be the EMAG, but look for the little EMAG logo. That will be where you will EMAG. That'll be on the thumbnail. There'll be an EMAG logo there. So look for that video on my channel on Wednesday, and look for us all hanging out on Mel's channel. I'll put up a post. Reminding everybody to go over to Mel's channel. Put up a link for everybody. If you don't have the link to Mel's channel, we'll share that. So with that being said, I got to run, everybody. I really do. I hate to do it, but I got to get going. I appreciate you all very, very much. And thank you all for being here. And, hey, like I was saying Saturday morning, man, I lost my uncle, and it just, every time you lose somebody, it just puts perspective on life. Go live your lives and don't waste your life. Life is short. You never know how long you're going to get. Be grateful every morning that you wake up, that you are able to wake up, because one day you're not going to be able to anymore. And that's just the cold, hard truth. So while you're here, try and take advantage of it. Live your life to the best of your ability. I know, there's folks with disabilities and things that prevent them from going out and doing stuff. But if you can, do what you can do. And if you can't go anywhere, do things you love. Watch some horror movies. Talk to some people on the phone. Go see family if you can. Just do things you love. Live your life. Enjoy your life. Love your life. Because you only, that we remember, we only have one. And you got to take advantage of it. That being said, also, social distancing, everybody. Oh, man. Going to the store sometimes, you get people crawling up your butt. It's a little frustrating. Thank you all for being here and hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I love every single one of you. Thank you, legends. Thank you, channel members, for all your support over, however long that we've had channel memberships up now and everything. I really appreciate y'all. And look, here we are right down here. Balzer, Ray Marquez, One's Custom Figures, Flatt, Cleo, Gawd, Geriatric Geek, the Gore Queen herself, Skyla, Antonis, Bruce Wayne. You are all legends. Thank you, everybody. All of you. Have yourself a good night. Everybody take care of yourselves. Be safe. I will see you next Monday. But before that, I'll see you on Mel's channel. Voyage to the bottom of the barrel. See you later, everybody. Have a good night. Bye-bye.